yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes, but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone. It's so cold outside, I'm alone.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're underway.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Somewhat off target. Neymar. Pedri takes control of it and he's on the move.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's there to clear it. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Portugal are looking to go, and the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Out to the left it goes. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi. Rijkaard. And here's Owen. Still goalless at the moment. And he's there to make the challenge. Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. This is Owen. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neymar. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Quick to press here, right on top of them. He is through here. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, sweet feet. Looking to go deep. Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard chips it through. That has been cut short. Bullet. And it's Neymar. Bullet. Now it's Bale. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And this is Owen, looking for options for movement.
Owen really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that's a key interception. Kaka, nicely weighted ball. Oh, played right into his path. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Kaka. That's good running with the ball. He's got away. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Is there any support? Can he finish? It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
India are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rijkaard. And this is Owen, looking to play him in. Looking for the run. And he's whipped it across. Khan claims it without any fuss. There's the whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
India really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
India go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Here we go again then. Kaka. And it's Shevchenko. And he's been shifted off it. Mbappe! Decent chance! Mbappe is magnificent! About as smooth as it gets! And they are pulling clear here. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
India find a position of real strength now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gullit kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe is onto this. Nesta. Now who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Portugal give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. India finding their passes. Beckham, Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Neymar, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nesta has quite the footballing brain, he's almost never outsmarted. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's out for a goal kick. Messi. And it's Bale. Conte. Can he get it through? And he's had a hit!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vitinha goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Kaká. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that is a little undercooked. Bale. And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Back into the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe! It's Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. Pedri. So what can they make of this? And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Kaká. Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bale. And he's there to get it away. Nesta. It's a throw-in.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
That pass isn't the best. Rijkaard makes the interception. That pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard. He's in plenty of space here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played into space. Now, can they get him away? Bergomi gets it clear. And they're back on the ball again. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe carries the ball down the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, what a ball! Oh, look at this. And the shot! And it's there! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Can he spark a counter here? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Pedri. Beckham. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Barcelona finding their passes. Rijkaard. Now it's Beckham. Xavi Alonso. Nesta. India do have a chance to counter here. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! That comes as a mighty relief. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Look at the space here. That's going to go a long way. And it's Pedri. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aims beyond the defence. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Xavi Alonso. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. India have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So what can they conjure from this one? And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Nicely aimed pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vieira, a player of legendary status. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. He won't be happy with that one. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nesta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Shevchenko. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And that has been cleared. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Scholes. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. Beckham in acres of space out wide. Big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Threads one in. He's picked his way through. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Kaká. And this is Xavi and takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Messi. And Messi! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Scholes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello everybody.
So,
and
both
this
teams
is
still
eFootball
stuck on the
Live
starting
to let
blocks
you know
here,
that we'll be able to
0-0
catch
at the break.
today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
India are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Shevchenko picks it up out wide. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Nistelrooy. Pedri. And it's Beckham. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Good strike, quite an alarm. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's fabulous. Out towards the flank. Kaká puts a cross in. Tries to get it clear. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kaká, foot in. Kaká cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Kaká. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tries a shot! It's in! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
After 65 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Oh, he's been caught napping, and he's managed to get free.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Vieira. Your impression so far, Jim?
India are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kaká is offering a wry smile there.
India have their second corner now. Beckham with the short one. Beckham flings in across.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Beckham. Knocks it out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Beckham. Number 19, Kaká. Number 8, Shevchenko. Number 5.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Number 6.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Now
it's Zico. That is good alertness.
Number 17.
Khan is there to clear.
Substitutions taking place.
Tries to play it through. Van Dijk with the clearance.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shot could be on. And Batistuta! It's fallen kindly here. No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot.
India certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That is a great pick out. Face to face with the keeper. Real chance! It's a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 9.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
This is Zico.
Time.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Bale. Mbappe! It's in! Deep, deep into injury time! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Your reflections then, Jim?
India definitely struggled to get going. That was...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Tries a measured ball. Threads one in. It's come to nothing. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Rijkaard. Van Dijk. India finding their passes. Well, that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe does well to get it back. Pedri played out to the left flank, back into the middle. He steps in, and that's the end of that. The ball has bounced loose now. That has been slung wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe, tries to dink it through. No outsmarting him this time. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Beckham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Robertson. Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Robertson. Played in by... Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
India yet to have an attempt on goal. Bergobi proves too strong, too smart. And the counter is on. And it's Pedri. Pedri, good purposeful running this. This looks promising.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's been shifted off it. Aims beyond the defence. And he's running through. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Kaka unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for the run. Neatly clipped into space. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Some resolute defending there. Robertson. And he skips past his man. That's very neat. Hazard. He's looking wide. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cookie is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
That pass isn't the best. Shoots! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And it's played forward. And reclaimed it in a trice. That is ended up in no man's land. He's in plenty of space here. That has been cut short.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, this is a great... Can he finish? He scores! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has... And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
India really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period.
India really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Yamal is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's a throw. Pedri. Bergobi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That's Rijkaard. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Koke. Now it's Pedri. Pedri. And it's Kaka. Mbappe! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pedri. Now it's Shevchenko! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Pedri. Yamal. Tries to pass it through, and he's intervened well there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's Hazard! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 14.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Kaka.
India really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Can he get it through? He's real chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cash. And it's Robertson. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. Bergomi calmly anticipates, and that could set him on his way. Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
India can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Rijkaard. And here's Shevchenko. He's having a shot! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 77
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Number 8. Andrei Shevchenko.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
India really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Chance, surely! Guardiola with the clearance. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe.
India clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Incoming header! Caught offside that time. And it's Nesta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Out to the left it goes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well timed, excellent interception. Hazard. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
Oh no, this does not look good. And he's on his way. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Opts for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a mighty effort! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 19.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another.
And that's that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be...
All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. India present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
India finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rijkaard couldn't squeeze it through. Seedorf puts his foot on the gas. Pedri. India do have a chance to counter here. Carvajal. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Kaká. That is great defending, so alert. Zico. Rashford. Rijkaard. Tries to thread one through. He's in a great position here. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now it's Rashford. Bergomi does really well to win the ball there. Pedri, and it's Kaka. Showing great feet there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aims beyond the defence. Rashford in acres of space out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a
Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Right card!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Seedorf. Now it's Messi. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. Nesta. Mbappe. Oh, good ball! Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he was quick to react. And it's Pedri. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Thuram with the clearance. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zico is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's going to go a long way. Looking for the run. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Has a shot! Worth a try, but not this time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
So, third corner of the game. Zico plays it short. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he get on? He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Batistuta. He's shifting shapes to shoot! Oh, classic Batistuta! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Thuram to Maldini, and it's Carvajal. Can he get it through? Rashford looking to get on the end of this. Throw it. Beckham. And it's Shevchenko. No, again there's no way through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Carvajal made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nesta cuts out the pass. Zico. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cleared without complication. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Just about up to the hour now. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's an imaginative pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that pass just didn't quite work. India perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's there to belt it away. He might be in. Batistuta! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Batistuta really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
So,
13.
time for changes
El
on
dorsal
both sides,
23.
actually.
Serán sustituidos por...
Bale
el dorsal
wins the
dos,
duel this time.
Javier Zanetti. El dorsal
And
del
here's
número
Mbappe.
cambio de
Bale.
jugadores.
Bellingham. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. Defending of the desperate variety.
Zico really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner.
And a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's found the way through. Goulet driving forwards. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Bale. Now it's Kaká. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona could counter here. Thinks one through. Oh, delightful ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Raul. Now, can they get him away? Serginho's cross. That's a decent clearance. Bebeto is there to clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's a good ball. Bellingham. Bebeto. Now it's Batistuta. And Zanetti. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. He's gone for goal! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Now it's Mbappe. Raul is wide and looking to get onto this. That's tidy.
Habrá
Bale.
2 minutos de descuento.
It's Bale! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Bale usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Batistuta might just make this. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Oh, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Se ha encontrado un niño rubio de unos
So what do you
4
take
años.
away from Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting him to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
Now it's Torres. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Kaka. Aims beyond the defence. He's found a way through. There's the delivery. And that should get the job done. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, that's well spotted. Park Ji-sung. Harrison calmly anticipates. India, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. He's picked his way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. A probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe, he's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He'll fancy himself from here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. And it's Bergomi. Nicely weighted ball. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Shevchenko. And here's Kaka. Nesta flashes it across. Cleared without hesitation. And he's picked it up out wide. Very nicely done. That's a throw. Oh, sweet feet. This looks promising. Chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have our breakthrough.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Lovely bit of skill. Chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. India really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they? Big header! And he's there to clear it. And that has put paid to that. That is good strength. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Shevchenko. Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Nesta. That has ended up in no man's land. There will be a throw-in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, there's a probing ball. Beckham, very much a man of this moment. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Raul. It's a good-looking delivery. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
We are glad to inform you
I think
that
on the
today's
whole the
match day
team linked up
programs
very
are
well and
available
has been
from stands
organised,
located by the
hence
gates.
their position.
I'm
They can
sure they
afford
will
to
make
be a
fine
little
souvenirs.
braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
India head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he's managed to get free. Messi. That'll be a throw-in. Pops for safety. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Mbappe. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Shevchenko. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
India with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Mbappe! And it's Rijkaard. He's Kaká! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Kaká. That ball looks a good one. Now that's shot a goal! Now, oh, he's been caught napping! They get a throw-in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now this could be a chance. Beckham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Substitution.
Ball's out once more. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Neymar. And the ball's gone astray. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Oh, that's fabulous. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lovely, now then.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely worked. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients for a
today's match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Bale. Oh, this looks sharp.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Beckham. And it's been played through. And he's onside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
We get a throw in. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? That had too much on it. Now he's got space here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Has a look and plays it forward. Pull it.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
And he's surging through. Played in. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now, can they get him away? Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Still goalless. Shevchenko is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Vitinha. Short changes him with that pass.
India are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. India presented with a golden opportunity here. This for the lead. That is some save from Khan. Well, would you believe that?
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
India with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's a poor one. Well, he has managed to get that all wrong. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Approaching the half-hour mark. Not the most accurate pass. India finding their passes. And this is Beckham. That's cause for mild irritation. Messi powering forward here. Bale. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bergomi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Tries a shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
India have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Mbappe crosses it in, and he's there to clear it. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Portugal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And a chance! It's fallen kindly here.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Pull it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please take this opportunity to
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Portugal get the ball rolling in the second half.
India are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Shot at goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Swung over. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Bergomi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vitinha. Looking for the run. And he's worked it through, and he's managed to get free, and he's been shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Conte, that has not gone well. Van Dijk, Pedri, and here's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Pull it. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And it's Beckham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That'll be a throw. And that's a goal kick. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he's forced to go back. Chiellini. Maldini. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. Mbappe receives it in a good big chance! Oh, taken with style! And they've got their lead back! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. India have themselves a chance from the spot.
Substitution in progress.
To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Bale. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lovely, now then. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Nesta. And this is Shevchenko. He's in a great position here. Khan claims it without any fuss. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Hadrian. Coming on the field is number 7.
Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. Nesta. That pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale! And again! He has done it! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Coming on the field, number 6, Raul.
Oh, no joy this time. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. That pass isn't the best.
India really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
There will be 5 minutes.
Good ball,
added
good
time.
take. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Kante gets over and intercepts. And no, that was never going to make it. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Messi. Oh, good take in a good area. Beckham. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Volunteers for each block. Please
Mbappe on
report
the
to
score
staff
sheet
room
3
immediately.
times. Very much the man. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think the manager can take a great deal of satisfaction with this win. It was a solid game plan that worked pretty much as he envisaged, and the players executed it to wonderful effect.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Beckham. Foot in. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. And Messi! Off the post! Cannavaro gets good distance on it. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and
Big chance! Rude Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could...
And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's run loose here. Very nicely done. Applies the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. India have the chance to go the other way. Well read, nice interception. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedri.
India really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mbappe is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
This looks promising. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Vitinha. Neymar, who's set up one goal so far. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident... Mbappe! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
India do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
No way through. Tries to pass it through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Conte.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, shooting chance! He's scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mbappe. Messi. Bullet. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
India certainly can feel happy about how things have gone.
Hello everybody,
now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Pedri. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nesta. That's a good run down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now he's got space here. Nesta. And it's Rijkaard. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Neymar. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And here's Shevchenko. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, this looks sharp. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Kaká. Nesta has it in a wide position. Hit into the middle. He's got tall. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Oh, what a great chance! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to get it away.
India really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's got away. That is lovely. Rijkaard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's really well cleared. Nesta. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Beckham. Maldini gets a foot in here. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pedri. Bergami. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Kaká. Knocks it out wide. And he was alert to it. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Shevchenko. He's tried one! So close to drawing level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Shevchenko.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's got his cross in. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Bale. It's Bale!
That's just playing it safe and simple. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Stoichkov! Spectacular from Stoichkov! He's got himself an absolute peach. And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Portugal could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is wildly off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's the clearance. So that's it, it is all over. India were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply...
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left alone. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to